Hey, you know my family, they would say that I'm somewhat of a neatnik. I always like to find extra storage in our home. Hi, Matt Fox or Joanne. I was walking around my local Joanne store the other day and I found these terrific pine cabinets. They're very lightweight and I thought this would be great. Extra storage for your sewing room, for your workshop, or even if you're going back to school, how great these would be for a dorm room. But they're kind of plain, so I wanted to dress them up a little bit. And this is what I came up with. I actually put this on a Lazy Susan so that you can actually use all sides of the cabinet. Now the Lazy Susan is actually quite simple. What I did is I created a wood base for my cabinet using 2 pieces of plywood that I glued together. Now this part of the Lazy Susan actually attaches to the bottom of your cabinet, but you need to secure it to this base. So what I did is I used a Forstner bit, which is this bit right here, to create 4 small holes by drilling them out so that I have a bolt that comes through the bottom, and that'll secure this Lazy Susan nice and secure so that your cabinet will rest on here and spin freely. Now the fun part for the project is next. Now you can see I've painted this with a nice soft blue paint. Now Joanne has all sorts of spray paints, they have regular paints, they even have stain, but I opted for the paint because I thought this nice soft color would be perfect for a sewing room. Now when you are painting, make it easy on yourself. I like to use rollers. Instead of trying to brush this out, which would take a lot of time, you can just roll the paint on and it'll make it a lot easier for yourself. So make sure you get yourself a roller. Now the next thing I wanted to do is kind of dress up the inside of the cabinet. I found this lovely fabric at the Joanne store and I placed it on a piece of foam core. Now you can use a spray adhesive, you can even pin it, and that way when you put it in the back of your cabinet, what it's going to do, it's going to help make all these other elements that you add pop. It's going to give a lot of nice dimension. Now if you don't want to do fabric, there are other products that you can buy from Joanne. This is really a neat little cork board. You can cut this and actually place it in the back as well. So this is a nice fun element that you can add to the back of your cabinet. Now let's talk about the sides. Now this side here, you can see, create, inspire, enjoy. This is chalkboard paint. Now chalkboard paint takes a couple of coats, but you can see it makes a nice little area so that you can leave messages to your kids or they can write their favorite inspired words and just use a little chalkboard. That'd be beautiful. Now on the other side here, I added these wonderful little mirrors that Joanne has just to give it a little bit more pop and a little bit more fun. Now to fill this larger item, I was looking for some other elements and I found this wonderful corkboard board that you can actually attach to the back. Now if you're like me, you like to keep notes to yourself that will inspire you for your next Joanne project, so this would be perfect for that. Now this piece right here is actually a nice message system, so you can leave notes throughout the week to yourself and to your family, and these just attach nicely to this back element. And there you have it. I tell you what, this is taking this plain Jane cabinet here and turning it into something special by adding all these wonderful elements. Discover your own style with Joanne.